Dealing with haters. How do you do that? I don't really like calling people haters because, in a way, it's a label that doesn't always encompass the person. Sometimes people are trying to pick a fight, but sometimes people are just having a bad day and they just post something because they're angry about something else and they're just venting on the internet. So, there's reason to forgive people for that. This is a hang up for a lot of new people that are creating. What if someone hates it? What if I get negative feedback that isn't constructive? And maybe you've gotten that before and it's killed your passion or drive to keep going. That is pretty tough to deal with, especially when it's something that's new, that hasn't quite formed yet. That's still something you're working on. It can feel like an attack on your identity, even though that's not always what it is. And don't get me wrong, there's some people out there that will look for flaws in your character and just try to pick you apart because they want to. Anytime you give credence to these comments, anytime you allow space in your head for it, you're essentially just allowing that person to live rent-free in your head. If it doesn't add value to you, if it doesn't help you become a better person, if it's something that is just tearing you down and not building you up, there's reason to ignore it and move on. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to be there for you. In fact, there's a lot of people who will do whatever they can to oppose you and bring you down, or do their best to. Why they do that, that is a question I wish I knew I had the answer to. Some people are jealous. They don't like that someone else is doing something they wish they could do themselves. Sometimes people just like to spread negativity. That's who they are. Maybe it's a coping mechanism for them. For whatever reason they do it, doesn't really matter. What matters is how you handle that situation. How do you learn from it? How do you move past it? And how do you keep creating when you face that obstacle? These obstacles can show up in other forms too, not even when you're creating, just when you're existing as a person. You can encounter personalities and people that they don't have your best interests at heart. Sometimes it could take a while to discover someone's intentions. It's not always clear. They could be your friend at first, and then suddenly, over time, things take a turn, and you're left confused and wondering, why is this person treating me this way? This is complex and not easy to answer what the best thing to do in that given situation is. However, protecting your peace is really important. Having peace of mind, waking up where you can take in the day, enjoy it, enjoy a cup of coffee, tea, or whatever you like to do when you wake up. Whatever you like to do throughout the day to find peace. That's important. And if someone is disturbing that peace, then taking action to prevent that from happening is completely justifiable and something that probably you should do. Now, to what measure you do that and how you do that is up to you. However, if there is someone that is causing you trouble, one of the best things you can do is move away from them. Stop giving them reason to be in your life. Stop paying attention to whatever attention they're trying to get from you. That really is the fundamental factor. Attention. Your attention is what gives this person power. Your attention to their comment, to their way of being, to their behavior, to your frustration with them, your emotions that they're causing within you, that is attention. And when you continue to give that attention to them, they feed on it. Because ultimately, that is what they're looking for, your attention. When you stop giving them attention, they usually go away. Not always. Sometimes people are very persistent in trying to hang around in your life and bother you for whatever reason. But there is still a way to remove there is still a way to remove that person from your life. And you can take actions to do so. Protecting yourself is important. It's a skill we all need to learn. Some of us learn it the hard way. Some of us are instructed differently, and we learn from a young age how to handle personality types like this, behavior like this. And if you are encountering this in your life right now, I hope that this message, this video, helps you feel a little bit less alone. You're not the only person that's going through this. And there is a way to get out of this situation. And there is a way that it will get better. And it will get better. Take care of yourself. It's important. Take care of others. But don't let someone disturb your peace. That peace is invaluable, and you deserve it.